Hi, students. It's my privilege to welcome you to the course Church Growth and Evangelism here at Point University. I'm so grateful that you've chosen to get on board this course, and I trust that your time during the course is going to be fruitful and productive as you learn about the way that healthy churches grow. Allow me just a moment as the course writer to discuss the books that you're going to be working from alongside the layout of assignments. Luckily for this course, the assignments are quite diverse to keep the course moving and not stagnant. The textbooks have been very specifically chosen because of their diversity. We know that many of you come from diverse church backgrounds, and we also know that church growth and evangelism is not relegated or particular to a specific church tradition, denomination, or background. Let me start with this book by Ed Stetzer and David Putman called Breaking the Missional Code. This is a research-funded and a research-based study on evangelical churches, mainly large churches, that have really broken through to evangelize and to reach unchurched people in their communities. Again, a research-based study full of wonderful narratives about some of America's leading high-growth churches. Now, the next textbook really couldn't be any more different than that in terms of context. It's written by Christian Schwartz, who's a Christian church growth researcher from Germany, and it's called Natural Church Development, A Guide to 8 Essential Qualities of Healthy Churches. So unlike the first textbook, this book captures all kinds of churches in many, many different countries, not simply evangelical churches, but Bible-believing churches from a host of traditions that really want to grow, be healthy, and reach their communities. This is also research-based. In fact, it's the product of about a $3 million research project that Christian Schwartz fundraised for and commissioned. It's a very interesting research-based look at what makes healthy churches and what makes healthy churches then grow. And then the third book is by one of America's most famous pastors, Bill Hybels, who pastors Willow Creek Community Church for many years. It was considered the largest church in America. And it's a narrative. It's an autobiography of church, in fact, called Rediscovering Church. And through this narrative, we see the joys and the pains of church health, evangelism, and church growth. There are several different types of assignments during the class. The first is, of course, readings, selected readings from these textbooks, and then discussion forums that are based on the readings. The purpose of the discussion forums is for you to construct an original essay that proves to the professor that you've digested the reading at a college level. So make sure not to skip right to the discussion forum before you've adequately executed the reading. The second kind of assignment are 2 online worship service evaluations. One of the tremendous gifts of the internet is now we can view entire worship services online in scores, and you're going to be looking at them from the perspective of an outsider, from the perspective of someone who might not be familiar with the gospel, in order to answer the question, is this church really reaching people from outside the Christian faith? You're also going to be executing an on-site church visit, just one during the course, in which you're going to be visiting that church through the lenses of an outsider, because in fact you will be an outsider. And once you visited a church that way, trying to put on the lenses of an unchurched person or an unsaved person, you'll never see church the same way again. And finally, we will be having a summary paper in which I hope you'll take the opportunity to share with your classmates the ways that you have grown as a result of our study together. It's going to be a great ride, and I'm so glad that you're a part of it. God bless.